Hi guys, welcome to the Noir Filter Show where we discuss life experiences, trending topics, and Black urban UK culture, and we do it with no filter. And today we have a very, okay, stop it. Okay, just stop. We have a very special guest, right? Okay, let me just get my notes real quick. I want to do this intro properly, right? I want to do it properly. Yeah. Okay. So she is a content creator with a following of 38.5k on TikTok. She was not too long ago interviewed by the BBC asking for her thoughts on the once trending term UK beast that was used and is still being used to degrade black women. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about that. And femme presenting black individuals also. She takes a stand against internet trolls and isn't afraid to share experiences around the toxicity of social media. She is beautiful inside and out. It is none other than Anthonia. Yeah. Bow, 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 bow. Okay, stop. No, I need to calm down. I need to calm down. No, you're saying keys the way you're giggling. Sorry, guys. I need to. Okay, now I'm just really excited. Are you excited?
Yeah, I am excited.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Do you like supermalt?
Yeah, I do, but not like I can't drink it warm.
No, I hear what you're saying. I was here was it last week? It was last week, and one of the producers was saying that he was saying that it's a thing where if you grow up with it, it's like you will like it more.
Do you know what it is? I think it's the opposite. I grew up with supermalt, and then there was even a point I stopped drinking it because I grew like a distaste for it, and it wasn't recently until I realized I only like it cold. I used to love it cold and warm, and then I just stopped for like a good 5-6 years. Started drinking it again like 2 years ago.
I think it's really weird. I just don't get it. Like supermalt is supermalt. How can you not like supermalt? It
reminds me of Guinness.
I hear it. No, I actually do hear it. I do. I hate Guinness as well, so I do hear it. But okay, I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions to start off. What did you think when I invited you? Like, what did you think? Was you like, "Ooh, this is like, am I the first person to reach out to you to go on a podcast, or have you? I know we were talking about this earlier. Or have you been reached out before? Like, is it like a anomaly thing, or does it happen quite like often?
Do you know what it is? People reach out to me to go on their podcast, but I feel like, number one, it depends what they're gonna talk about. Not because I'm filled or anything, but just because like, if they're gonna speak about like pregnancy, I've never been pregnant, so why am I gonna go on a podcast? It's talking about pregnancy.
So you're selective in terms of the regarding like what the topic of the So did you know what this podcast was about before you?
No. Do you know what it is? I knew that it was along the lines of me being able to speak my mind freely. Because a lot of podcasts I've seen don't. Like, even though people try and act like they're being free, they're not really being free. They're only saying stuff that society is wanting them to say.
Yeah.
But I knew that this podcast, I'll be able to, like, speak what I want to speak without feeling any type of way.
Yeah, this is a non-judgment, like, zone. You can say what you want. That's really why I created this podcast, so people can come here and just really talk what they want to talk. You know what I'm trying to say? So I actually want to know, like, the Anthonia before social media, because if you don't know, Antonia's on social media. She's very prevalent on social media. She's on TikTok, YouTube? Not YouTube. You're on YouTube?
Kinda.
Okay, TikTok, YouTube, Insta.
Yeah.
But, like, what actually made you want to be, like, on social media? What was it?
Do you know what it is?
What?
I've just always wanted to be on TV because I love watching TV. Every time, even when I was younger, even in secondary, in my free time, I would rather watch TV than go outside with my friends, which is when I realized something's wrong. Like, yeah, I do enjoy watching TV, but why do I enjoy it to that point? So now I was thinking, okay, maybe I should like find a way to be on it. And then obviously I was thinking about being an actor, but I literally struggle to speak English as it is. So why am I gonna go become an actor?
Wait, can I just stop you? What do you mean you
struggle? Isn't like I can't pronounce words properly. I'm so sorry. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's certain words like I would say, and I wouldn't even know it's wrong until like someone tells me it's wrong, and even then, it takes me at least a couple months for me to say it correctly.
That's really funny because even me, I'm still trying to like enter the acting game, and it's like I used to think the way I speak is just too fast. We were talking about this earlier. Like, it's just I speak really fast and really like people don't sometimes get what I'm trying to say, and it's like, but you see like TV now is quite diverse when it comes to like the way people speak. Some people have accents. Some people have like, is it ellipses?
Yeah, like lips.
Lisps, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's really diverse. Not only in, you know, sexuality, race. It's more diverse in like pronunciation and all that. So you should definitely get into that. Like I'm rooting for you.
Get into
You're nicer. You're gonna see. Are you Nigerian?
Yeah.
She's gonna be a nolly. She's gonna be like, my husband is dead. She's gonna be. No, I'm rooting for you. I can see it. I see it. Nollywood, Anthonia, Nollywood, sign Anthonia. No, literally. But okay, my third question for you is, right. So let's not like beat around the bush.
Yeah.
One thing, not you're necessarily known for, but I knew you before the hate increased, right, for you on social media. I don't know why it happened. It was really disgusting. But when did you actually realize that not only when you... Oh, English, guys, it's really hard. When did you realize that you were getting like hate? Like, when did you realize that social media was a toxic place in general?
Oh, I can't lie. Has to be my 20th birthday last year.
Last year?
Like March 2023. Like, that was the pinpoint. The only reason why I'm saying that was the pinpoint because it was to a point where, like, on TikTok, there's like shares, comments, and likes. I've never cared about it before. Until one time, I think I was scrolling through TikTok on my birthday, and then I must have seen like 20k likes, and I saw like 30k shares.
Yeah.
This was before like reposts were even like a thing like that. I think. So in my head, I was thinking, this can't be a good thing. Like, I know this is like, I knew in my heart and my soul like this wasn't a good thing because number one, I knew that because my hair didn't arrive, I knew I wasn't gonna look nice like the way I wanted to look on my birthday. But then it was that pinpoint, like when people were dragging me on every single platform, even Twitter. Like I must have been going on Twitter. I was scrolling through Twitter and I was seeing tweets about me. And I can't lie. It was when it was jumping from platforms, like from an app to app to app. Normally, when I get hit on TikTok, it stays on TikTok. But then it was jumping from like Insta to Twitter to Snap. People were messaging me, asking me if I was okay. And I was confused because I was thinking, why are you messaging me? Like nothing's going on until I saw it for myself.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's really disappointing because like I don't get it. Like me personally, right? I know you're like this. You're probably like this as well. I can never go on an app, right? Go to the comment section. You freaking like who that? Like what goes through someone's mind to do that? I don't get it. Like, do you sleep okay at home? Like, is it internal? I really do think it's internal. I feel like what do you think it is?
I think it's personal. Like I feel like everybody that drags somebody, because I know it's not just me. No. At the end of the day, I know, I might get it more than others, but I know it's not just me. That's what keeps me sane. And in addition, 9 times out of 10, when people are dragging people, it's never because they're okay in their head. It's always because they're going through something at home. Like nobody brings people down to better themselves. If you have to do that, then you're clearly not okay. Like realistically. Yeah.
No, I hear it. No, I do hear it. I just feel like people are just really like not normal. I think that's just the way to say it, that you're abnormal. And we're just gonna like leave it as that. You're abnormal. Find a job. You know what it is? People need something to keep them busy.
Yeah.
And entertained. Because when you're bored at home and you see someone, you know, their wig is wigging, they look fine, and then might not necessarily fit your beauty standard, you feel entitled to not comment this, that, UK beast. Is she the beast or is your mum the beast? Because as far as I'm concerned, you would never ever post your mum on social media. You would never do that. So is it really her or is it you? Is it Nella Rose? Is it Madam Joyce? Or is it your mum? That's the beast. Let me take a sip of my secret. Let me calm down. I need to calm down.
Even relating back to that topic of the UK beast thing, do you know what's crazy? That was the first topic that was going on TikTok that I had no idea about.
Really?
I didn't even make a video on it until people
I was really confused as well because...
I was so lost.
I was confused. I was on TikTok Live, I kid you not. I was on TikTok Live and someone must have commented UK beast. I was like, is this now a term for like gay black boys? Like, I was confused. Like, I was really confused until I actually... I think I was going through TikTok and I saw that Madam Joyce was getting it, and then not sooner later was it Another Rose on Amsterdam?
Yeah.
Like it just kind of happened too fast. It was no build up to it.
Exactly. You see what you just said? Exactly how I saw it. In fact, I saw people calling people UK beasts from that show Bad as UK.
Oh yes,
I think that's where it even stemmed from. Like they were calling Rainbow and another girl UK Beast, and then Madam Joyce was on.
Was it Foot Asylum? Like one.
Foot Asylum, I forgot what Locked in. That's it. Locked in. Yeah, and then they were calling her UK Beast. They were calling Nella Rose. They were just calling all these like
black women that were going on reality TV. And what's so crazy it was that it was never that deep. Like Madam just got called it because you had an altercation with, I think it's Ginge, something like that, like a ginger guy. And then Nella Rose got called it because you had an altercation with someone called Fred, I think.
Yeah.
And it's just like, if you watch the situations, yes, maybe they were not necessarily in the right, but to now call them a beast or like call them, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I personally believe both of them had every right to react the way they reacted in those situations. You know what I'm trying to say? So I just think it's really stupid. But I always wonder, like, how did they cope with the hate? So it's like, I want to ask you that, like, how do you cope with the comments you do get? Like, how do you cope? For people that, you know, are starting the social media thing, they get a bit of hate, right? And they wanna stay, but it's like, I can't be bothered for the hate. Because I used to be like, I was like, I really want to do this, but the hate is just like, I can't. Like, no, I can't do it, please. I can do it. But it's like, it gets jarring sometimes. Like, you don't want to, like, you just don't want to see it. It's just like, ugh, kind of thing. So how do you cope with it? You
see some content creators and some, like, even influencers, when I go on their pages and I even check their comment section, they never respond to anybody. Like, even their friends that are being nice,
it's so true.
They never respond. And I actually understand why. They don't open the comment section. That's what I do now. Even recently, I just don't open the comment section anymore. Only because I open it from time to time. Obviously, there'll be days I'll open it, like the ones I like, and then continue on with my day. But then there's just certain times when I see that the hate is getting too much, in a sense of like, once I see other people stitching my videos, because that happens quite some time on TikTok. Even recently, there was a couple I'll say TikTok boys and other boys that were stitching my video from last year.
Are they bait?
I don't want to say.
This is why TikTok boys give me the ick.
I don't want to say no, because I feel like. Do you know a TikTok boy called Hendrix? Do you think it's bait?
Is he in Leicester?
Yeah, he literally goes to uni in Leicester.
Yeah, I saw him.
He was one of them
2 days ago.
He was literally one of them. There was another one.
But you're taller than him. I'm taller than. Like, I'm pretty sure this girl's taller than him.
I've never seen him in real life ever.
You're not. Well, most girls. Okay, let me just.
I've never seen him in real life. Ever.
No, okay,
fair enough. Ever. And then he decided to stitch my video from 6 months ago.
And say what?
Like last week. I just must have screamed. Basically, I was literally going to make it behind the TikTok here. I was going to actually talk in the TikTok. But then I just decided to scream because, I don't know. I just said, you know what, I don't care anymore. I just screamed. I even posted it. I laughed at it. Then literally 2 weeks ago, I made this TikTok back in I think November. Mm-hmm. That's even more than 6 months ago when I'm looking back at it.
Yeah.
Literally 2 weeks ago, I'm seeing it on my FYP, and then I'm thinking, what's going on now? And then I'm seeing his face, and he's trying to be funny, but he wasn't even funny. So I was thinking, what's even going on right now? And then other people started to be like Shaun the Sheep, started to copy him.
That's what a lot of boys do, you know. They follow, like, they just I don't get it. Like, they like to follow their boys. They don't have a man of their own. If one boy does one thing, it's like, okay, we're going this way. Yeah. I feel like within girl groups, groups with femboys, girls, that kind of vibe, it's like we all have a man of our own. Like, we just do what we want to do. Like, and one thing we can do is we can correct each other and like where we go wrong. I know for a fact if I do something stupid, you're just gonna be like, sorry, like.
No, I disagree.
You disagree?
I think it's both genders.
I think it's both genders too, but more so boys.
I feel like.
It's more so boys. I feel like, because with girls, it's like, that's why girls argue more than boys. Have you realised that? It's because we actually have our own opinions. Does that make sense? But with boys, like, they can hate their boy, but I promise you the boy will never know until like not even 5 years. Let them die. They will never know because it's like, it's all for but girls will be like, okay, but you did this to me, you did that to me. And that's why, if you realise, girls argue a lot more than boys. And it's not because we're more problematic. It's because we actually speak our minds. And when there's an issue, we like to address it because that's how friendships work, you know? But boys, I promise you, they'll be hating each other. Jealousing each other in what's it called? In the dark. But in night, they'll be like, oh, bro, this is too cool, bro. Anyways, moving on, because we can't stay on this topic forever.
Absolutely.
But no, I know you, like, I just personally feel like, in terms of that guy, Hendrix, Like, I don't think I'm even gonna beat this out. Who knows? But it's just that do better. It's just do better. I get it. You want to make content because a lot of the reasons why boys do this, TikTok boys is for content. It's just not cute. Go play football and record yourself. It's not funny.
It's not content because basically I know why he's burning over a video I made, like a TikTok skit that I made about how like boys make fake story times online.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And then he got offended, but then he reacted like a whole 2 months later. I made that video 2 months ago, back in March. He reacted.
Really? So who was you talking about when you made that video?
Literally some boy that he must have. I think I must have saw him on my FYP. I literally have no idea who he is. He must have said that he got head in year 5. That's when I just said, you know what?
Is it Zeno?
No, I don't know who said that. I don't think it was him.
Because Zeno's story times are very child.
I know. No, the thing is, I know who Zeno is. Like, I know who he looks like. It wasn't him. It was another boy. I just don't know his name. He was black. He just said, "Oh yeah, I got head in year 5." I just said, "Shut."
Okay. Let's just say you're talking about that. What's the issue? Like, I'm so sorry.
I feel like they fit the target audience. Like, yeah, cool. Even though they weren't the reason why I made it, but they are part of the problem.
Of course,
that's literally it. But they weren't the trigger.
I'm so sorry. Let's be real. You getting head in year 9 in a lineup, stuff like that. If people want to believe it's not true, like, let's be real. They have every right to believe it's not true. Like, you shouldn't now like be bum hurt from now to
It's not even that. If they want to lie, they can lie. That's not my business. But it was just funny. Like, it's funny as a joke. And then all of a sudden, 2 weeks later, 2 weeks ago, as in like today, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing rubbish on my phone. That was literally what happened. And it was a thing of where like I was just confused, literally.
I would be confused too. I can tell you something. If you were a different female TikToker, let's be real, like some of them wouldn't even react. I feel like it's because it's you. That's why they're reacting. That's my honest opinion. And it's like, that's why, if you disagree, you can disagree. But I feel like they just, I don't know. I feel like it's just, it relates to what we're talking about the hate thing.
Yeah.
Like, people like to find any excuse to do something.
To drag someone, like a bandwagon. And I've seen them do it to many TikTokers. I've seen them do it to Cynthia, and I've seen them do it to another person as well. Like, it's just a bandwagon. Like, they will pretend to like you, but then reality, behind closed doors, they do not like you.
And as soon as you do one thing that's like, they
literally.
switch.
No, literally.
But no, men are weird. That's really what we're trying to say. Men are really weird. But I actually want to ask you. I want to play devil's advocate, actually. I'm going to play devil's advocate, right? Let's just say I'm a hater, right? I say, okay, Anthonia, you like to complain about your hate, but your hate gave you clout. Like, what would you say to someone that told you that? Like your hate is what loads of people around the world know you for. So it's like, why are you ungrateful for the hate? Because a lot of people, I'm telling you now, a lot of people will be like, oh, like, I wish I could, like a lot of people, not necessarily sell their soul, but they would actually, in order to become known or bait, they would get the hate that you're receiving. A lot of people think like, it's weird, but a lot of people are like that. Like, you're trying to say that.
I know, because I hear what you're saying, but that's kind of dark if they have to do that.
It's very weird. Like, it's like anything. Because like, if I get the platform, however I get it, cool, I'm cool with it. That's how some people think. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people are off their panty on live, do shaking yash, shits and yash, just to get the platform. You know what I'm trying to say? So people might be like, you know what, like, I hope am I receiving like 1-2 comments just so I could get, because look at your platform now, like, I'm pretty sure after it all blew up, like, your thing did rise just maybe a tiny bit, or
the one thing about me, I'm not delusional. I'm not going to be like, it didn't do much. No, it absolutely did. I genuinely believe that everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
One thing about me, I'm not going to say I'm bait because I'm not bait, but I would say that my TikTok within the last year has risen quite a bit. Like, I'm not gonna say like it didn't happen.
And do you think that's because of the hate? Like, do you think the hate contributes to that?
Yeah, I feel like it contributes, but more so, I feel like people like me because I'm funny more than they hate.
I agree.
That's
I think you're really funny, actually.
That's literally the best I can put it. Like, I feel like to blow up on just hate alone, on just the hate comments, I feel like realistically, even I feel like I won't last as long.
Exactly.
If it was just hate, like if people hating on me every day, eventually people will get bored and deep. Okay,
Exactly,
there's nothing about this girl. Like, okay, we're gay, like she doesn't fit society. What is there more to her? But then if you actually watch my videos or even my YouTube videos, even that I don't post right now, anything that you see, like, you will actually realize, okay, this girl is kind of funny. Like,
Yeah, she has a personality.
yeah, literally, like she has a personality. Like, there's more to her than meets the eye. I think that's what keeps them there.
Yeah.
I might get hate. That's what attracts them there.
Yeah.
What keeps them there? What keeps
Is your
people?
personality.
Yeah, literally.
I agree.
That's literally the.
And I agree because even before you was receiving the hate, like I told you, I used to watch your TikToks and be like, this girl's funny, like, she has a personality. Now, one TikTok that stands out to me is the one you go like, you're in the train, you're like, you're screwing the phone, you're doing a song. Do you know what I'm talking about?
On the train, yeah.
And you're doing a song. I like that.
Yeah.
There's just something about it. Like, you watched it like 100 times. I'm joking. I'm not a stalker, I promise. No, but okay. So I actually want to ask you a question. Do you think the whole like phrase about God has his strongest soldiers? Do you agree with that statement? God has his strongest soldiers. Like, God chose you to go through this, not this person, not me, not this one, not this one. He chose you to receive that amount of hate because he believes that you can handle it. Do you agree with that?
It took me time to get there, but now I actually do believe.
Okay,
like,
I'm glad that you believe that.
The reason why I genuinely believe it is because at the end of the day, if God genuinely believed I couldn't handle it, he wouldn't have given it to me. In addition, I feel like the hate I was getting off social media, like before social media, even built me up for this. Because I feel like, because I was bullied when I was younger and during secondary and even during sixth form as well, before social media, like before all of that, it's a thing of where like, I'm not going to say I'm used to it, but like, it doesn't offend me. Like,
I'm not foreign. It's not foreign. What?
Literally, I'm not shocked.
Yeah, okay.
Because I've heard it all before.
Fair enough.
So I feel like maybe he put me through what I went through when I was younger or when I was like before socials.
Get used to what you're going through now.
To get used to maybe.
Yeah.
Literally, that's how.
How does it feel to be one of God's strongest soldiers? Though? That must be a flex.
Do
you ever walk across the street like?
No, I actually do.
You can talk. Really?
I actually do. I feel like
I do. I'm like, listen. Whenever I get like a little like, oh, you're ugly, or you're too dark, I'd be like, like, no, I'm really that girl. Like, I'm really that person. Because it's like, I don't know. I just feel like when. Not even like, I'm joking right now. I'm telling a joke. But seriously, the stuff I go through in life, maybe in future episodes, I will go into detail. But a lot of things I've been through is that I feel like God chooses me because it's like you're strong, you can handle it, and I promise you, you get a lot of life lessons. You get really. So do you think you have a lot of life lessons now?
Yeah.
110%. Okay, good. Okay, now I want to move on to the most exciting part of the podcast. So what I wanted to ask you is about being interviewed by the BBC. Like, damn. She said, mm-hmm.
No, I'm just nodding like.
How was that?
Wait, which one? The ITV one I did.
Oh, she said which one? Should I leave the room?
I didn't do that.
Let me leave the room.
Sorry.
No, okay. I'm talking about the one where you were like, anything about the once trending.
No, the UK one. Okay, that one.
Sorry, before you, did you get paid?
For the BBC one, no. Sorry.
For the ITV one?
No. I'm so sorry. I
can't. I want it to be like you're paying her bills. Frick! You're still paying her bills though because you hate her.
I'm not gonna lie. Like,
has Brandos reached out to you?
Yeah.
Okay, you're paying her bills. The hate, you're paying her bills. How do you feel? You feel like egg? Yeah, you feel like egg. Okay. Anyways, how was that? Like being interviewed by the BBC?
Do you know what it is? Unfortunately, when I get when BBC reached out to me, money wasn't on my mind. It was on my mind after I did it. I was just like, I could have asked them to pay me, and they don't know if they would. We will never know.
Yes,
I just didn't ask them. The thing is, I just didn't ask. Same with the other ones, the ITV one I did and somewhere. Like, I just don't ask because I feel like, okay, I'm not in a place to say that. Even though they found me, I'm not in a place to say that.
Have you heard the conversation about like how Americans are more comfortable to ask about money in jobs than UK? Like,
yeah.
UK? Have you heard about it?
Yeah.
I think it's quite true. Like, even me, like, there's some stuff I've done in the past. I've done some acting gigs, right? I was in one short film, and I was just thinking, like, should I ask, like, even if it's just like £5 an hour, like, I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah.
Because it's like I have to get here. Like, I paid for transport, so it's like the least you could do is pay me. But it's like we're so uncomfortable to ask about payment. Why do you think that is? It's just, I don't know.
Do you know what it is? I feel like, I can't lie with me. I just forgot. I'm not even gonna pretend with the ones that I've done.
Oh, really, you just forgot?
I genuinely just forgot. I was too excited.
Yeah.
When they messaged me, I was like, yeah, I'm down.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm down. And then it wasn't until my manager said I should have asked for money.
Yeah.
It's even him that reminds me every time, because every
always
time
ask
people
for money,
message
innit?
me, I literally go, how it even happens now. Every time that Brandos message me, I literally send my emails to him, and then he says yes or no. Not in the sense of like whether I can do it or not, whether I should like not charge them, but like how much I should charge them, whether it's just travel purposes or just content purposes.
Okay, fair
Literally.
enough. No, I hear it. I hear it.
Yeah.
I feel like, honestly, as a whole, the UK needs to get more comfortable asking for money. It's not that serious. Like, we're not free. Like, we're not actually not free.
It took me, I can't lie, it took me a long time to realize.
Me too. Like, from now on, I'm going to be more, like, money, like, focused. Because it's just like, listen, this cost of living, let's be real. But let's move on to the next segment of the podcast, which is called Quote of the Day. This is how it works, right? So I'm going to read you a quote. It's going to be a random quote. I picked this on from TikTok. I forgot her TikTok. I will put it in the description below when I find it. If I find it now, we're running out of time, so yeah, it's going to take long. So let me just read the quote, yeah, and we're just going to discuss it. So this is the quote. One person can see you and not see any beauty within your face, and another could think that you're the most beautiful person they ever laid their eyes on. Beauty is subjective, so no one is better looking than me. They just look different to me. Your opinion of me doesn't decide how I should feel about myself or whether the qualities I have are desirable or not. I am the decider of that. Do you agree or disagree?
I 100% agree with that
Same.
statement. Yeah.
It's quite easy.
Yeah.
Very easy.
Even Cadet said one man's trash is another man's treasure.
It's true.
Because at the end of the day, when you actually think about it, like even with celebrities as well, like prime example, I can find some celebrities attractive, and then you can find them so not meaty, but like they're not your cup of tea. Does
Yeah,
that
it's
make
true.
sense? Everybody has different types.
It's true.
If anything, I'll be quite scared if everybody.
Everyone found one kind of thing that attracted.
Yeah.
I remember I was watching the Chunks and Foodie show, and what Chunks was really saying was that, listen, beauty standards, yeah, society has a certain beauty standard, but
Yeah.
it changes within time. Once it was slim, now it's slim thick. Like, it's always gonna change. I just think, girls, just be yourself. Be yourself. Love yourself.
Do you mean like physically?
Physically.
Oh, no. I feel like what you said with society. I feel like a lot of people use social media nowadays
It's true. To figure out what's beautiful and what's not.
No, which is kind of sad.
Yeah.
Like prime example, BBLs. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. A lot of BBLs I've seen in public, they're not nice, like at all. But on
Yeah.
social media,
They look amazing.
You think you won't even believe it.
It's the twist they do.
You won't even believe
it.
You won't even believe that's what you've seen in public,
Yeah.
like ever. I'm not even saying that in like a bad way. I'm just
I
saying
hate
like,
the way. Like, I get what you're saying.
I'm not saying in a bad way. I'm not saying don't get BBLs, but I'm just saying most of the things that I've seen that amplify your body. I think the only thing I've seen that people put like on their body that looks nice is a lip filler at most.
Even lip fillers, they look, I don't know. I just feel like,
it
we all have our cup of tea, right? We all,
Yeah.
Because someone could get a lip filler, I can think, oh, you look like a monster, scary. But then they could think that, you know, like I'm feeling it. Like I might put, I don't know, I don't even know what. I might put like 25mm lashes, and I might step out feeling confident. But next girl might be like, you look like a monster. It's just what you feel looks like. You shouldn't have to follow like society to try and figure out. You know what I'm trying to say? Just do what you want and do what you like to do, and don't be afraid of judgment. I really do feel like that. I feel like society does have a certain, like, society gives us a certain beauty standard that we have to live up to, but it's like it's our, not our choice. It's our responsibility to not be like, you know what? Yeah, that's the beauty standard, but listen.
But do you know what it is? Sorry to cut you off there.
No, it's all right.
My apologies, but do you know what it is with even beauty standards society-wise?
Yeah.
One thing I've realised is that even though people think that they don't fit into like society, I feel like let me even sit up for this. I feel like
let me even sit up.
I feel like
is.
the problem with people thinking that society pretty and not fitting society pretty there's a difference. It's because I feel like, prime example, when you go on TikTok and people get like a blonde wig or jet black bust down, or this is like for girls anyway, like once they get things that fit into society, they get more compliments.
It's true.
This is where the problem lies.
Yeah.
When they're obviously, once people clock that being yourself, you will get the most compliments you've ever seen in your life, then they'll get to that point eventually. But I feel like because of society, like once I've literally seen it happen in real time. If you fit into society, you will get what you want. It will be easier to get what you want.
It's true.
Like, I don't know why people, as much as I want to act like, there's negatives to looking like, there's negatives into fitting into society. For what I've seen anyway, I've mainly seen positives. That's why I don't blame people for trying to fit into society more than trying to be themselves. Because it's easier to fit into society. Because at the end of the day, fitting into society, you're still getting what you want. You're still trying to, even though you're not you're still getting to places that you know that they feel like they can't be themselves and get into those places at the end of the day.
But do you think that's sad though?
No, I think it's quite sad. That's the saddest thing. I think it's sad that people feel like they need to do that. But at the same time, they're using what works, realistically.
What's so funny about that is that a lot of people, I agree with what you're saying, and I get where you're coming from, but a lot of people are really starting. If you see, for example, just a random example, Cynthia Erivo, she completely flips the whole beauty standard. If you see the way she dresses, the way she does her makeup, but look how successful she is.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, like, I truly believe from being yourself, because a lot of the time we want to do the same thing. If every girl was to wear black bust down, it will get boring.
Yeah.
We'll be bored. I'm bored. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Even the men will get bored. So it's like, I really do feel like standing out is what nowadays. Before, hey, if you're not blonde, get out. If you not have blue eyes, get out. But nowadays, it's like, when you're just a little bit edgy, like, just a bit edgy, it gets you further. And that's what I really believe. And you probably do agree with that too, don't you?
No. 100. The thing is, I agree with your statement, but I also see from the other side.
I do
literally, no, I feel like I agree with you more than what I was saying.
Okay,
but I feel like it was just a thing of where, like,
playing the devil's advocate.
low key.
Yeah.
Low key.
Okay.
I kind of was. I just wanted to. I don't want to act like I don't see what happens when you do fit into society. Like, I do see what happens, but I feel like when you stand out, like you said yourself, you will get further.
110%.
You will get further.
Especially nowadays. I can't say back then, but nowadays, most definitely, you'll get further. But that's the end of the podcast. Guys, we're going to have 30 minutes today. I'm so upset. But it's all right. We will definitely have you again, maybe later down the line. You're always welcome back. Thank you so much, Anthonia, for coming. Thank you guys for tuning in. And if you've made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. If you're listening on Spotify, Apple, whatever, like, I don't know the stuff. Yeah. Thank you. Just thank you is what I'm trying to say. Make sure you subscribe, comment, like, and tune in for the next episode. Bye, guys.
Bye.